Thousands of years ago, under the same stars we see today, ancient people asked a timeless question. What is this world we live in? With no science to guide them, they crafted incredible ideas. Ideas that shaped the way humans understood the universe for centuries. Imagine living in a world with no telescopes, no microscopes, no books or internet. A world where lightning storms, earthquakes, and eclipses had no clear explanation. Above you stretched the endless sky, mysterious and unreachable. Below you, the vast earth, full of secrets yet to be uncovered. In such a world, curiosity was the only guide. To make sense of the unknown, ancient people turned to the tools they had: their eyes, their minds, and their imagination. They watched the stars trace paths across the heavens. The seasons change, the rivers swell and dry. They saw patterns, made guesses, and told stories that carried the first seeds of science. One of the earliest great theories imagined the Earth as flat, a vast plain stretching forever or ending at the edge of a mighty waterfall. It made sense to those who watched the horizon and saw no curve. For them, the Earth was not a globe, but a giant table under the heavens. Meanwhile, far from the myths of flat Earths, a Greek philosopher named Democritus dared to imagine something invisible. He believed that everything, from the mountains to the stars, from the oceans to the human soul, was made of tiny indivisible pieces. He called them atoms, from the Greek word atomos, meaning uncuttable. Democritus pictured a universe where countless atoms moved and collided in an endless dance, creating everything we see and touch. To him, even thoughts and emotions were nothing but the movements of atoms. It was an idea so radical, so far ahead of its time, that many laughed at it. After all, how could something so small that it couldn't be seen even exist? It would take more than 2,000 years and the invention of powerful microscopes and particle physics to finally prove him right. Today, we know that atoms form the very fabric of reality, but it all started with one man's imagination, in a world that had never seen anything smaller than a grain of sand. But some ancient thinkers looked even higher, beyond Earth itself, and wondered, what if the answers did not come from this world at all? The ancient astronaut theory suggests that visitors from distant stars might have arrived on Earth thousands of years ago. To ancient civilizations, these beings would have seemed like gods, powerful, strange, and capable of incredible feats. Across the world, there are mysterious monuments that seem almost impossible for their time. The pyramids of Egypt, the Nazca lines of Peru, the massive stone heads of Easter Island. Some believe these structures were built with knowledge or help from beings far more advanced than early humans. In ancient texts and legends, there are stories of beings descending from the sky, teaching humans agriculture, mathematics, and architecture. Were they simply myths or memories of something real? Today, the ancient astronaut theory remains one of the most fascinating and controversial ideas, challenging everything we think we know about human history. Was our past touched by visitors from the stars? Or are these wonders simply the triumphs of human imagination and ingenuity? The truth, hidden among the stars and ruins, continues to spark wonder and debate to this day. As we look back on these ancient theories, the flat Earth, the invisible atoms, the visitors from the stars, we see more than just old ideas. We see the spirit of human curiosity, the endless need to understand the unknown. Were they wrong? Perhaps. But in their questions, in their boldness to imagine beyond what they could see, they planted the seeds of everything we know today. Science, philosophy, exploration, all were born from minds willing to wonder, even without proof. It reminds us that knowledge is not a straight line. It twists and turns through imagination, mistakes, dreams, and discoveries. And sometimes what seems impossible today becomes the foundation of truth tomorrow. Maybe the greatest gift of ancient theories isn't the answers they tried to give us, but the questions they left behind. Questions that still stir our minds and light the fire of exploration in our hearts.